Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at She-Ra, the most powerful woman in the universe, from the third wave of Masters of the Universe Origins from Mattel. I have to say I'm pretty excited for this one. I don't really have any She-Ra toys from back in the day. Obviously they were made a little bit bigger, more doll-like with the brushable hair, so weren't really on my radar back in the day. But I love the character. I've seen a couple episodes of the show. The Secret of the Sword is a really great five-parter He-Man She-Ra crossover. So if you've never seen that, it introduces Hordak and all that stuff. It's a really, really great five-parter. Definitely recommend checking that out. And also the Netflix series that came out a couple years ago. I'm pretty sure I've seen the whole first season. I need to get back to it because I think they're up to 4 or 5 at this point. So that's a really good show too. I highly recommend checking that out if you have not seen it. So I'm not sure if any of the vintage He-Man stuff is on Netflix. It might be, but I kind of think it isn't. I don't know. But anyway, definitely check all that stuff out that I just mentioned. But anyway, let's get back to the figure here. I'm really excited for this. Like I said, a kind of more integrated She-Ra that fits into the Motu line. It's not out of scale or anything like that, so I'm pretty excited here. Now, this one does not have brushable hair. I think for PowerCon, they did do a brushable hair like variant, con exclusive, which is actually kind of neat because that's kind of blending the new and the old style of play, so I think that's kind of neat. But I'm okay without the brushable hair, and obviously this one's a little bit more affordable than the con exclusive, as you might expect. But I love the original Princess of Power logo here. I think that's really cool. But she is on an old style Masters card. Just has that modern posing, retro play kind of blast there, and then new for 21 up there at the top. If we turn it around to the back, you have some really nice artwork there on the top. Hanging in Etheria, battling Hordak and Mosquitor up here. Very, very cool. And then you have this mask piece. So when they have the little, bubbles here or blocks showing off her features and everything like that, she's got this headpiece that I think the original toy had as well, but I could be wrong. You can wear it this way so that it kind of frames her face, or you can flip it upside down and she actually wears it as like a mask. So a couple options there. And then really this is just saying she has articulation, which of course she does. And then you have the cross cell here for the 6 figures in this wave. Obviously He-Man and Skeletor are always available, but these 4 are new. We've already seen Roboto, and Zodak will probably be in the next day or so. Still need to track down a Merman, so I'll get him eventually. In any case, very cool packaging. She's going to come with the same mini comic that all the Wave 3 guys have, and I already took a look at that with Roboto, so I'll probably skip it on this one. But let's go ahead, let's get She-Ra out of the packaging so we can take a closer look. So here is She-Ra, and she looks pretty great, I have to say. First off, I love the cape. It's a really nice cloth material, feels pretty solid, don't think it's going to rip or fray or anything like that, so pretty happy with that. The hair is one kind of soft plastic piece, as you can see, all connected to the head, but it is kind of a little bit soft and rubbery, but I think it looks pretty cool. Coming around to the front, she has these kind of more meshy, translucent cloth pieces that the skirt I don't mind, but the pieces up here near the neck seem kind of like frayed or torn already, and I don't know, they just kind of look out of sorts. But it's all connected to the cape piece, which is all on there. Now, you could probably pop her arms off and pop her head off if you wanted to take that off. I'm not going to do that because I do really like the cape. I really do like it almost seems like it's going to fray up here. Maybe I'm a little wrong about this. We'll see how it stands up over time. But for now, for the most part, I think it looks pretty solid. I don't mind this skirt piece. I just think, especially these pieces up here, look a little torn. But I love the accessories. The sword looks great. The shield looks good. I will say, though, that the handle of both are a little wide. It's kind of a struggle to get them into the hand, and it might stretch the hand out over time, depending on how you keep this posed. But you have this kind of holofoil sticker here on this piece. Easily lifts right off if you don't want to deal with it. Or, of course, if you want to switch it around and give her the mask. Why won't you clip on? There we go. I don't know. The mask, it's not really doing it for me. She looks kind of weird. I think this looks okay. I would have preferred, I know that they're going for, close accuracy to the original toy, which I understand, but I would have preferred if they would have just given her like a molded piece. I know on the show she kind of had like a tiara piece that she had just on her head, and it wasn't like as big and ridiculous as this was. Almost kind of like what Tila wears, something like that. And this mold is definitely made from the Tila mold. You can see it's got the same kind of weird knee things that they have for the female molds. Let's see. So we have, of course, the head's on a ball joint. I think it's a ball joint and a hinge. I could be wrong. It might just be a ball joint, but You can see it completely moves all around there. Typical shoulder articulation with the hinge and the rotation, hinge and rotation in the elbow as well, and then you have a hinge and a swivel in the wrist. You have a waist swivel there. You have kind of out to the side, not too far for the hip. You can kick forward, you can kick back, just have to be a little cognizant of the skirt piece. And then she's got those same kind of weird knees that Evelyn and Tila both have, where, I don't know, they just look a little awkward because of the way they made them. But she does have a boot swivel as well, and then she's got typical ankles with a hinge and a side to side. So she looks good. Like I said, I really do like the figure, and I don't mind this. I don't really like the other way for the mask, but I would have loved it if they could have given us a head that just was a little bit more cartoon accurate. Again, I know they're going for original toy accuracy, so, you know, this is not the line for cartoon accuracy, but overall, I still think she looks great. I definitely recommend picking her up, and I'm happy to have a kind of Motu fitting She-Ra figure, if that makes sense. Something that's kind of conducive to the line and doesn't feel out of place. So very happy that this got made. Very happy to add it to my collection. Definitely recommend picking it up. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.